We bought this 2009 Nissan Maxima from Copart Auto Auction for just $1,050, and we turned it into this clean, dependable ride that is now valued at $4,500. Want to know how we did it? Stay locked in. We'll show you how. All right, guys, so we're back at it again. We got another one. We got a 2009 Nissan Maximum that we're going to be bidding on Copart's website. So this vehicle is coming out of Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. It is a salvage title. We're gonna have to convert this title to a rebuild title. It has obvious front end damage, very convincing damage. As you can see, the front passenger side is shredded. It looks kind of intimidating, but for somebody like me who's dealt with this many times before, it's not that scary. So, I mean, at a glance, I can see that it's gonna need fender, it's gonna need a bumper, possibly need a grill, needs a light. Hopefully, looks like the hood is still intact, so we may not have to do anything with the hood as well. And then it may have touched the bumper reinforcer metal. Maybe we might have to replace that. But that's about it. You know, it doesn't look like it went past. It doesn't look like it's damaged the radiator support. So that's something I like to try to stay away from because it's just labor intense, right? So, but you know, nevertheless, we're gonna go for it. We sell these vehicles a lot. Nissan Maxima, they make for really nice. I personally like these vehicles. I like this model, this style, and these sell pretty good. So the auction's coming up. The bidding is gonna start for this vehicle just shortly. All right, so the bidding start. It's now currently at $425. Of course, this vehicle has about 148 on the dash. I didn't cover that. I'm just watching right now. I didn't put any bids in. It's currently at 600. I see Mississippi, Kentucky, Tennessee. It's not me, but someone in Tennessee just kind of going ham, just going back and forth on this vehicle. I just threw a bid in here at 675. I'm currently winning. I don't think I'm gonna go far because there's a lot of competition right now. They just knocked me out. It's at 725. Let me see. I'm gonna throw another bid in here shortly. I'm currently winning at 775. Let's see what happens. It knocked me out. It's at 800. It's on reserve. So we don't know that actual number that they would let it go for. I'm currently winning at 825. Let's see what happens here. Took me out. Bid is at 850. I just put in another bid at 875, and they just highlighted that the numbers that we are at are near the reserve, so we're close to the reserve number. They just took me out. The current bid is at 900. All right. Let's see. I got another bid in here at 925. Currently winning. It's pure sale now, so the final number wins the car, clearing out. It took me out of the bid. It's at 975. It's at 975. Let's see. It's at 1,000. I don't know. I really don't want to go that high. I just put in another bid at 1050, $1,050. So let's see what happens there. I almost took it. Bonus time. Hopefully no one puts in another bid, and I will be taking this car at $1,050. Let's see. At $1050, and we won at $1050, $1,050. A little bit more than I wanted. I was trying to get this vehicle at around maybe 800, 900 would have been sweet. But you know, not too bad. Hopefully the damage is as minimum as I'm thinking it is, and this would make for a good flip. We're gonna have to get this vehicle shipped. It's coming from Kentucky, just a few hours away, so we're gonna work on that shortly, and we'll be having this vehicle in the shop in no time to show you guys what this damage looks like, and working on trying to get this vehicle up and ready for sale. All right, stay tuned. All right, so the Nissan Maxima just got delivered. It's kind of weird that when I got here, the transporter was sitting inside the car. I really couldn't tell who was in there, but I'm looking at someone moving around in the car when I pulled up. And I'm like, I don't even see a transporter truck. So he hopped out, we did the signage, I paid him the rest of the money, and he took off walking this way. And I'm like, what? Did he drive the vehicle like from Virginia? Wherever this car came from, I'm not even sure. I get cars from all over the place. I don't even know what I think this car came from. I think it came from Virginia. Yeah, car got here. Thank God the car's looking pretty good as far as, you know, it's able to drive within the parking lot. We won't know for sure how it drives until we get it on the road, but the damage is what I expect. It's always a blessing that the car could even drive off the transporter truck. So the car could drive over the transporter truck is definitely a blessing as far as, you know, moving forward with a good flip. So we're gonna get into the inspection shortly, check out this car and see what's going on with it in the next segment. It's inspection time. We're gonna check out this vehicle thoroughly and make notes of all the services and repairs that need to be done to get this car ready for sale. Okay, we just got through with the inspection. We're gonna go over the things that we found. Tires all around, 8/32, about 80%. That's pretty good. Front brakes, 9 millimeters, and in the rears, 5 millimeters. So that's really good. TPMS and the VSA light is on at the dash. The washer bottle is busted. Then you can see it's cracked over here. So of course it's not holding any fluid. We're gonna have to get a washer bottle assembly. This is something I usually grab at the junkyard. Not a big deal. You can definitely see the headlight assembly is busted. The AC blows warm. We gotta figure out what's going on with that. We're not sure yet. Hopefully it's just a low charge on Freon. That would be an easy fix. The left front wheel has a side-to-side play. So left front has a side-to-side play. We're gonna sneak underneath to take a look at what's causing that side-to-side play. So the side-to-side play is being caused by the ball joint. You can see the up and down movement between where the ball joint goes into the knuckle. That's where the play is. The bumper and fender are both gonna need brackets. So because the bumper is busted and broken on this side completely, there's a bracket that mounts right here that we're gonna need to use to mount it to the fender, as well as the fender is missing a plastic bracket that goes right here. So we're gonna order those. Should be a few bucks on eBay or Amazon, not a big deal. Honestly, that's really about it on this vehicle. Nothing too crazy. That's a blessing. That's what we hope for. We've seen the front end damage. I can see that the damage didn't really go past, you know, too much. It looked like it actually nicked the reinforcer. I'm kind of surprised. Usually I get lucky and it's not hitting the reinforcer. So I definitely gonna have to replace that reinforcer. As you can see, it didn't cause frame damage, right? So, you know, we're good on that. It didn't cause structural damage. And this is what I like to get, vehicles that, you know, okay, it's got a hit, but they're more like external. They're not like frame damage. Definitely easy to deal with. Definitely easy to sell the vehicle, you know, and to sell the vehicle safely. So those are the findings. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna get started on ordering these parts, pulling some of these parts at the junkyard, whatever we can. We just made our way to a local junkyard, try to see what parts we can find for this vehicle. We found a fender, different color, but we'll get that painted. We found a headlight. We found a bumper beam, bumper brackets, and a washer bottle reservoir. We're back at the shop. We got the lower control arm removed, and we're getting ready to unbox and replace it with the brand new one. The fender we pulled from the junkyard is a different color, so we're gonna have to try to paint that to match it up. So we're adding the base coat at this time. Came out pretty good, and now we're gonna gloss it up with some clear coat. Not too bad. We just received a brand new unpainted bumper in the mail. We're gonna unpackage that. We're gonna heat it up to make it easier to unfold. All right, at this point, we're gonna scuff the bumper with a piece of scuff pad to prep it and get it ready for painting. Producing a good scuff surface would allow the paint to stick better. We're starting off with a light coat of their primer paint. Moving on to that base coat paint by Duplicolor. This can started spewing paint everywhere. It could be a bad nozzle or just improperly charged. I found that multiple cans were faulty. I had to use 2 hands and press down really hard on the nozzle to get it to spray out. Now I'm wiping the bumper with a tack cloth. It's time to gloss this bumper up. Little test spray. Start off with a light coat. This is the 2K clear coat by Spray Max. Starting to go on a little bit more heavier. It's starting to gloss out pretty well. This is the finished product. I would say it's about an 8 out of 10. Not too bad. We'll take it. So one of the things we got to deal with on this vehicle is a wire connector that's broken on this Maxima. So I matched it up at the junkyard. I pulled this connector off of the HID control unit, and it looks like it matches up with the red and yellow wire and the black wire, 2-pin connector. So I'm gonna go ahead and repair this connector now. I'm using a solder seal wire connector kit. All right, so just finished repairing the wiring connector. We got the butt connector underneath here with the heat shrink soldered, really nice connection. And then we reinforced it with some electrical tape. So that should work out pretty good. We got the bumper beam from the junkyard just a little while ago. So we're gonna replace the bumper beam with the cap as well. Replacing the bumper beam is a pretty easy and straightforward job. Nothing to it. The power tools definitely makes it a lot easier and faster. Just want to show you guys there wasn't any damage that went past the bumper beam. You can see this bumper beam area where it mounts on is still intact. This area is still intact as well, with the exception of this little ear, which you can just easily bend back with some pliers. But this is the frame, no structural damage. All right, gonna continue to wrap up this bumper beam. All right, now we're gonna tackle the washer bottle. Remember, it took a hit. It's got a big crack in here. You see, I could put like half of my hand in there. So we got a replacement at the junkyard not too long ago, so we're gonna swap that out as well. Some techs would try to repair the washer bottle, but not worth it. I mean, the price you'll pay for a plastic JBL is almost the cost of the washer bottle at a junkyard. All right, so we got the vacuum pump running for the AC system to create a vacuum to make it easier so that we can shoot the Freon / leak stop in there. Initially, we were gonna buy some dye because this vehicle came with no Freon in the system. Obviously, it leaked out and it wasn't from the front hit. It could be, but the condenser doesn't seem to have any piercings, any holes, any leaks that we can see. So we're gonna shoot a leak stop in there and monitor the system and see that if it seals the system or not, rather than trying to shoot some dye in there and trying to find the leak that may or may not be there. It could be an O-ring, and if it is something like an O-ring, which hopefully it is, then something like this, a leak stopper, would fix that issue. Seen it done before. We're gonna start the replacement of this fender. Got the old one out. Going back in with the replacement fender. Gonna replace the passenger headlight assembly and reinstall the driver's side headlight assembly. Now we're gonna swap over parts from the old bumper cover to the new. We've got a brand new grille. And now it's time to install the front bumper cover. We're gonna do a headlight restoration, so we're gonna tape up the bumper to prevent it from getting any damage. Gonna finalize the headlight restoration with a little bit of clear coat. We've got a brand new Nissan emblem that we ordered from eBay. We've got a couple of lights on at the dash. The one we're gonna tackle now is the VSA light. There's multiple codes on for a steering angle sensor. We're gonna do a relearn procedure. And hopefully that'll take care of this problem. We're gonna set the steering wheel. The reset has been completed. The next light that we're gonna tackle on this vehicle is the tire pressure monitoring system. This vehicle is missing all 4 tire pressure sensors, so we're gonna replace all 4 sensors. All 4 sensors are replaced. Now we're gonna program the sensors. Time to clean this vehicle up. Gotta take out the trash. Gotta do a vacuum. We're gonna clean the inside of the vehicle with some solution and some water. We're gonna wipe the dash, steering wheel, get the door panels. We're gonna get this car real nice and clean. Get it nice and shiny so that it makes a really good impression on potential buyers. We're gonna remove the interior light bulbs and we're gonna put in our own LED ice blue lighting. This is what it looks like in the dark. Not a bad look at all. A lot of customers usually like this. So it turns out the refrigerant with the stop leak did not stop the leak at all. We ended up putting some dye and found this leak at the compressor line. We replaced 2 O-rings and it was good to go. We're now at a local car wash trying to get a good clean on the exterior of this vehicle. So it turns out the fender and bumper paint color was really off after using the duplicate color spray paint, which was supposed to be a paint color match. Bruh. I've got to say, I was really disappointed. I felt like I should have just used a paint roller to get the same results in less than half the time. We actually listed the vehicle as is, and the vehicle sat for about a week with no potential buyers. We took down the listing, repainted the front bumper cover and the fender, relisted the vehicle, and the vehicle sold in a couple of days. The vehicle definitely looked way better after the repainting. Kelly Blue Book is valuing this vehicle at around $4,500 up to $5,000. Keeping in mind that is with a clean title. We have an expense sheet pulled up on the right hand side of the screen. We have a cost of $1,050 for the Copart winning bid, $445 for the Copart fee, $520 for the shipping, $84 for paint, $114 for the bumper cover, $95 for clear coat paint, $108 for fender and a light, $72 for grill and emblem, $87 for a control arm, $71 for AC dye and refrigerant, $12 for an O-ring, $35 for an oil change kit, $100 for paint and clear coat, $86 for the rebuild title fee. That gives us a total expense of $2,888. We sold this vehicle for $4,500, which gave us a profit of $1,612. If you caught any value out of this video, don't forget to like, share, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.